Welcome back to Wit and Grit. I'm Ian Price, solo on the mic today from Virginia, and we're locked in for the 2025 Miami Grand Prix. We're talking high floor builds, chaotic midfield upside, and podium pops that actually make sense. This is fast-paced betting strategy built to match the grid we're working with. 2 units on the line. Let's get in, get informed, and get out. If only I had the intro ready. That would have been such good timing. But Sean and Elliot had to take today off, so I had to do it alone. 2 units on the line. Let's break it down.
Welcome to Wit and Grit, your go-to for stats, chats, and everything in between. The Wit and Grit Podcast.
Before we go full throttle, here's what you need to know. These are real bets made with my own unit size. This podcast is not gambling advice and not licensed to give any betting carries risks. Only ride if it makes sense for you. If you're struggling or questioning it, help is available. ncpgambling.org or call 1-800-GAMBLER. I bet sharp. I bet with intention. Let's roll. Okay, today's approach, 2 units in play as we have this episode of Wit and Grit without Elliot or Sean. Elliot's still on his long sabbatical. A lot of things going on down there in Florida. Sean had weekend plans that have kept him pretty much asleep until this point in the day. Calling him out. Haven't even gotten a call back, Sean. Let's see if that comes in before the Miami Grand Prix starts at 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay, first up, let's get situated here. Boom, graphic for you. Individual bets, I put 1 unit total in a bunch of different directions. That's why I thought this graphic would help you guys kind of understand. Charles Leclerc, podium finish. I got it at plus 1,600. That's gotten a little bit lower, but he's starting P8. Weather plus Leclerc equals chaos leverage. There's a reason this is 16-1, so that's why I didn't put a lot on it. But if Leclerc gets to the podium, that's a sweet payout. Esteban Ocon. Top 6 at plus 700, 0.17 units on that. Grid unpredictability favors his driving style. Simple there. Back to Leclerc real quick. We already said 0.17 units on that. So we got 0.17 units on Leclerc, 0.17 units on Ocon. Lewis Hamilton top 6. I got it at plus 162, 0.2 units there. He's starting P12. But experience is picking through the carnage. I mean, he's done this before. He's gotten through the carnage. And we'll talk a little bit more later in the episode about what he's been saying. And it doesn't spell success, but maybe he's misleading people. Ferrari, speaking of which, both cars top 6 at plus 275, 0.2 units. There's a team play here. Covers the floor if Leclerc doesn't podium. So we're double dipping on Leclerc a little bit. We're hoping Hamilton could pull it off. Mercedes both to podium at plus 1,000. 0.17 units here. Russell and Antonelli both within range. It's not impossible. Speaking of Kimi Antonelli, podium finish at plus 110. 0.10 units there. The kid is composed and he's in P3. Opportunity is real here. So those are our individual bets. Let's transition to a couple of same game parlays in case you don't want to type all that in and you're like, Ian, I don't have time to find all these bets on whatever book I like to use. Let's go to our low variance same game parlay. Minus 138, 0.60 units here. Oscar Piastri to podium. George Russell top 6. Kimi Antonelli top 6. Pretty simple. We're just hoping that Mercedes can keep both of their cars in the top 6, and we think Piastri, who's winning a lot of races, can get to the podium. So that's why that's our low variance same game parlay. I mean, it builds targets of reliability. Piastri's in P4, Russell's in P5, Antonelli's in P3. Clean execution will cash this same game parlay. Is that a little too safe for you? Minus 138. You want something a little bit juicier? Let's go to our chaos value same game parlay. Plus 350, 0.40 units. Kimi Antonelli to podium. George Russell, top 6. Esteban Ocon, points finish. That's top 10 if you're new. This is your thunderstorm ticket. If the top gets messy, this stack could hit big. Why would we take that angle, you're probably thinking? Well, the weather outlook, 50% chance of rain, forecast 83 degrees, scattered thunderstorms. If you watched the sprint race, you saw this. The sprint race, 18 laps, and you're watching it, and like every 2 laps, it's sunny. It's rainy. You're seeing the water literally disappear off the track. You're seeing it coat the track. Who knows what you're going to get in Florida? Florida rain is unpredictable. Let's go to our grid position recap. Who matters where? Max Verstappen starts on pole again. Fastest in Sector 1 and still dominant even after a pit lane tangle in the sprint. But here's the stat. No pole sitter has ever won the Miami Grand Prix. That's 3 for 3 so far. Max, Sergio, and Charles have all taken pole here before and never won. Lando Norris starts P2, speaking of the pole sitter never winning. He won last year in Miami, and after taking the sprint win earlier yesterday, he's already banking points. Confidence is high. If Verstappen falters, Norris is your ready-now contender. Oscar Piastri's in P4. The championship leader was frustrated after qualifying, saying he fell out of rhythm in Q3. But let's be clear, he's still won 2 of the last 3 Grand Prix, and McLaren's race pace is no joke. If there's drama at turn 1, he's in position to pounce. George Russell's in P5 and openly aiming for another podium. Already has 3 this season. Said a podium here would feel like a win. And that tells you Mercedes knows this is a big ask. But Russell's been delivering under pressure all year. Kimi Antonelli starts P3. He took the pole for the sprint on Friday, dropped back after contact with Verstappen, but rebounded big in qualifying. The kid is just 18 and composed well beyond his years. If he lands a podium, it'll make him the youngest to do so since Verstappen in 2016. Charles Leclerc sits P8 and sounded dejected post-qualifying. He said, "It's just not good enough. I'm not expecting any miracles. But you and I know better. If the weather flips or there's early attrition, his technical driving and Ferrari's improving reliability could bring him back into it." Lewis Hamilton starts P12 and did not hold back after qualifying. He blamed Ferrari's tire strategy, saying they should have used more fresh sets in Q2. "We're struggling big time," he said. The 7-time champ is clearly frustrated, but rain and race chaos have always been Hamilton's territory. You want him off the radar, not in clean air. So to wrap up, who needs to hit? Well, George Russell, top 6, is our anchor. He's in both parlays. So we really don't want to see any misfortune for George Russell. We want him to keep chugging along like he has in most every race. Antonelli podium hits multiple lanes. We are rooting for the 18-year-old today, this evening. At least the race is in America, so I know what time it is. Ocon points adds chaos coverage. If Esteban can get up there and get some points, he's going to help us in a lot of areas. And if Leclerc can surprise, it's a party. We're cashing big. That's your full wit and grit Miami Grand Prix 2025 betting breakdown. I'm Ian Price. 2 units committed, edge across the board, and weather on our side. Follow the show. Ride with me when it feels right. And remember, it's not about betting everything. It's about betting smart. Catch you on the next lap. Peace.